Alright, chat. One more to finish off the night. Wheeze is gonna finish off with HLC. We are finishing off with HLC tonight. So, let's get to it, shall we?
They're too close for comfort. You follow them, and if they do anything stupid, you send them to meet the Bismarck. Dang, man, what's going on with you? Finally, I'm glad you asked. You try and take over the world twice, and people just never let it go.
Oh, God.
Beans on toast. Who do you think?
I don't know. Somebody get on a boat after making an offensive Facebook post? Oh, God forbid they have a pocket knife.
Just ain't wrong. Boss is not wrong about that one. Yeah, that's still fucking going on right now. You can't say something mean on Facebook and you can't have a pocket knife. I wonder, is that police chief in the UK still threatening to try to come after people in the US because they say mean comments on Facebook posts? Is he, does anybody know if he's still trying to pull that bullshit? I kind of want him to come over to the US and try, just so I can laugh when he gets his ass handed to him, when he tries to arrest someone in the US for saying something mean on Facebook. And yeah, rough, Great Britain the UK has some incredibly stupid knife laws. Like, there was, I think, Idris Elba in an interview was saying that people shouldn't even have kitchen knives. Yeah, there's the whole zombie knives thing, but like they're going fucking crazy because they've had so many knife attacks. And I'm not 100% sure whom they've been by. I've heard that a lot of it is by it's from like immigrants, but I don't know if that's for sure. But yeah, they're like, the UK is basically trying to outlaw knives. And like, they've even had some of their celebrities saying, oh yeah, even like kitchen knives should be outlawed. That's it, Jack. Like, there's a whole thing of like, make kitchen knives dull and don't let them have a pointy tip is what I've been hearing. It's just, it's getting really bad. Really bad over there, where basically there's a reason why there have been constant protests and riots in the UK, because they're basically trying to keep their populace from being able to defend themselves in any way, shape, or form, and they're trying to kind of go authoritarian on it.
Oh, ha ha. Who's the only person who likes to traverse the English Channel and harass me, although at this point in time it's become quite common, unfortunately. Oh, Slavic Special Ed. What are you doing in the English Channel? You know, I understand that American geography is not the greatest in your education system.
That's not a knife, this is a knife.
Yeah, send Crocodile Dundee over there and let him show him what a knife actually is.
No. You know, I understand that American geography is not the greatest in your education system, but do you know another way to get a vessel from the Black Sea to the Baltics without going around Europe?
Sure we do. Just take all those North Koreans that are helping you and tell them if you carry the boat from the Black Sea to the Baltics, they'll get a honey bun. Sons of bitches will probably run the ship there. That is not funny.
No, it's funny.
Yeah, but it's also not untrue.
Anyways, I digress. I see that the record button has been hit, so HLC has something that all of us should know. What's going on in the world? Are you continuing to, quote, build shit?
Of course he is.
To be fair, it's not really, like, I guess, continuing to. I just never really stop. God, I just be building shit. Anyways, tried out a new 5-stage rocket motor that is going to be reusable for NASA. And in 2 minutes, it produced 4 million pounds of thrust. So, that's promising.
I don't know about you guys, but it takes me significantly less thrust to get where I'm going, you know what I'm saying?
God damn it, Buff. Why do you make me do this? Damn it, Buff. And a reusable 5-stage rocket. 5-stage? Say, try and think of how many stages the SpaceX booster is. Because the SpaceX booster is what? 2-stage? Yeah, Magnus, that's what I'm trying to work out in my head too. Why go with a 5-stage rocket for NASA? Is it okay? It's like a 2 or 3 stage. But why go with a 5-stage? Unless the purpose is for unless stage 1 is the reusable part, which would be the SpaceX's booster. Was the SpaceX's Raptor booster. That's reusable. And then, and then maybe the other stages is for further projection into space itself to give better distance. Less fuel need for space, maybe? Yeah, well, in American, I feel you there. Let's see if he explains it.
We're talking about engines, right?
God damn it! Can we just please, for the love of God, take the parental controls off of his internet access? Just give him a week. He might learn something.
No, he'll fucking glass a country if he does that. Have you not learned anything? He's still been edged from Iran. You take the parental controls off his computer. No, you let this kid explore. We're gonna lose a country. I'm telling you right fucking now, we will lose a country if we let the kid explore. Unless you disarm him first. Remove the ordnance first, and then let the kid explore. This is the only way to be safe.
That's a great idea. I have some very educational videos that I could send him about 2 young women who spend their time with a handheld drinking apparatus and a man with a jar.
No! Nerd! No! Nerd! For the love of all that is holy, why would you do that to the kid if you want him to explore? For God's sake, you're gonna, why? No one should ever be subject to that in their entire lives. I consider myself fortunate that I have been able to avoid that particular piece of cinema. I am very fortunate that I have never in my life stumbled across that. And I intend to continue to maintain this trend for the rest of my life. Thank you very much. Atanashi, if you do, I swear I will bonk you into the sun. I will send you to the fucking sun if you throw that in my DMs. I swear to fucking God.
You are one sick son of a bitch, nerd.
Yes.
I hate that I know what they're talking about. Anyways, America, in one of the last videos, you were freaking out about France's Germany's fusion reactor. But you're working on one too. Yeah, that's the thing about building shit. Sometimes I don't even know what I'm building. But a very nice young gentleman informed me that I was incredibly incorrect, so...
Hey, sorry, I gotta rewind that. I just sneezed my brains out. God damn.
But a very nice young gentleman informed me that I was incredibly incorrect, so I decided to go down the rabbit hole. And yeah, we're way ahead on that one. But anyways, yeah, so working on a fusion reactor in Virginia. So now while the fusion reactors overseas are just trying to prove that, fusion can produce enough energy that it can be used to power things, I'm actually building one to power things. theoretically, once it's done, it should be able to produce about 400 megawatts, which would power about 150,000 homes.
Holy shit!
Still not enough to send Marty McFly back to the future.
It's sure a story. It's got a little bit of work to do, but you harness that lightning, US Uncle Sam. You go after that lightning. And Fudgefove, thank you for the follow. No, it's Revan. It's not quite there yet, but the fact that they are working on it is exciting. I am like that's the whole thing. When it comes to power, what is a gigawatt? Gigawatt is 1,000 megawatts. That is what a gigawatt is. So here's the thing. When it comes to like the energy race, there's a lot of problems that of misinformation being thrown around. It's the fact of the matter is, like with nuclear energy is actually probably far more safe than the fossil fuel energy systems that we're using currently. And they're also cheaper and far more efficient. But because of the hippies in the 1970s and 80s, the US did not go forward with building nuclear reactors for their power sources, which I know there's been a big push as of lately. And yes, Revan, like with the incident, Chernobyl didn't help, but also ignoring the fact that Chernobyl was a very specific fuck up. That the circumstances in Chernobyl were a matter of an extreme, and the fact that they were using substandard facilities in order to achieve their nuclear reaction. It's a lot of misinformation, which infected the hippies, which all protested, and they basically has stalled out the practice of nuclear reactors in the US, and instead they're sticking with the fossil fuel stuff, which I don't have any doubt that the fossil fuel industry has probably lobbied the ever-living fuck out of Congress to maintain their grasp on power generation to prevent reactors from being built. I have no doubt that that's the case, but this is basically the next evolution of nuclear power with this fusion power that he's working on. It's essentially the next logical step, and honestly, given the fact that they're refusing to build nuclear power plants, doesn't leave me a whole lot of hope that people are going to be all that keen to go with fusion, because you're gonna have plenty of people that are going to fearmonger about fusion reactors and fusion power being highly explosive. And we're going to see the same thing that we saw with the hippies back from the 70s saying, no nukes, no news, no nukes. Unfortunately.
Throwback there, fuckers.
Yeah, it turns out it's a lot harder to make a star on Earth than people think, because the whole idea behind it is it would take less energy to fire it up than it would, to continue running it. And, it has to withstand, millions of degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
And everyone else who's tried it has kind of come up short. The one overseas is like way over budget and behind schedule.
Ew.
I'm kind of over budget and a little behind schedule. They're kind of hoping that this one's up by the middle of, the 2030s. But, Lockheed Martin failed at it too, and seems like some nerds in Virginia are getting close. I didn't fail. I just shelved the project in 2014 very quietly after working on it since 2010.
Yeah.
Turns out making things cheap and affordable is not really something I'm good at, but, upcharging
True
the government.
story.
Oh, I excel. And you're making stealth tanks.
What?
Well, that headline's kind of deceptive. I'm increasing the top armor, working on counter drone systems that can be mounted, and maybe a low observable coating for them for reasons. Americans just wasting their money on pipe dreams. It's impossible. It's such a stupid idea to make a stealth tank. Impossible,
Is it,
no.
though?
Problematic, yes. You know, there was once upon a time when people said it was impossible to make a stealth fighter. And for some it still is. Looking at you, Tundra Tard.
Oh, that's a new one. Oh, chat, we have a new nickname for Slavic Special Ed. Tundra Tard. Loving it. Tip rough. Oh. Kid is whipping out some bangers as of late. I am loving this. Has he? Okay, it must have been in an older video. I've never heard Buff call Russia Tundra Tard. So that must be a new one. And Carbon Fox, thank you for the follow. And Lyconics, happy Canada Day to you too.
I know you're not talking about my Su-57 that is superior to you in every way.
Oh, for fuck's sake, here we go.
It's a Tomcat with a learning disability with parts from Wish.com. I'm not fucking worried. But you ever feel froggy, motherfucker, you jump.
Oh, God.
I taught that little son of a bitch so good.
Yes, he did,
You know,
Grandpa.
quick hypothetical, kid. What if someday one of those things managed to land a missile or a gun hit on you? Oh, we're living in Fantasyland now? Okay. So after he shoots down the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus, if he managed to hit me, which is still a stretch, even in Fantasyland, as I was going down, I would tell him that he shoots like a bitch.
That's like Russian rule number 1. Even if you're losing, never stop talking shit.
Kid, this is one of those rare moments where I don't feel like Dr. Frankenstein with you. I'm not in fear of my creation. I'm just very proud of you. Anyways, Iran, it's Iran. You and your bases in the area might want to show some respect and understand the difference. Careful, guys. We talk enough shit, he might accidentally do nothing again. Yeah, if you don't like my pronunciation, you should probably do something about it. Oh, shit. That's right. You can't. But what I was getting...
Well, they tried. And they said. Yeah.
getting at is, you've executed now 6 people that from that little 12-day war you and Israel had. What were they arrested for and charged with? They were charged with treason.
Oh, fuck.
They were Mossad agents sent here from Israel. And they need to understand that we do not take kindly to spies in Iran.
Oh, boy.
You know, my intelligence doesn't get everything, but is there a possibility that what I have is that they were Kurdish day laborers and were not given a fair trial and executed within days of their arrest?
Damn it, this went dark. Fuck. Yeah, this is fucking North Korea all over again. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Revan. This was typical of these kind of people. They basically just grabbed 6 not Iranians off the street. It would not be surprised that they had their special police or whomever just literally snatch 6 people that were non-Iranian off the street, kill them, and say these were Mossad agents. They were killed for being traitors, and just killed 6 innocent people just to keep churning the fucking propaganda machine around. Remind me again why we haven't glassed the fuck out of Iran yet. Or North Korea. I know, the civilians. I know. This is what I'm talking about, where this frustrates the fuck out of me. This is... I hate this shit. When you have these dictatorship or these absolutely fucking radical Muslim countries that slaughter innocent people, and they just kind of act like, what the fuck are you going to do about it? You're not going to do anything about it. We can just kill whoever we want inside our own country, because if you attack our country, then there's going to be a whole thing about the innocent. We don't want to kill the outside countries don't want to kill innocent civilians, and there's a whole appearance thing, and that just leaves them to continue slaughtering innocent people, and it just fucked. HLC's videos were supposed to be funny. I did not want to go this dark. It is just HLC, please start lighting the mood up. Please, I'm begging you. I don't like going this route.
But hey, dictator's gonna dictate, I guess. Oh my God. Russia, what have you done to that Bradley? Oh, I don't feel so good.
What the fuck?
Nothing. I've done some improvements, potentially, and I've done some experiments.
Oh, God.
What happened to its main gun? That's not the Bushmaster it comes with. It has been modified with a 30mm, much bigger, better than what you have, America. Oh, modified?
What?
It was some guy named Ivan with a Dremel who smelled like vodka.
Why does the main gun on that Bradley look smaller than the original? Am I crazy? This looks smaller than the main standard main gun on a Bradley. Because the main gun on a Bradley, if I'm remembering correctly, the main gun on a Bradley is 25. I think. Because the Russian 30mm is built cheaper than the 20mm Bushmaster. That could be for some reason, it's been a while since I've actually seen it has been a while since I've seen the main gun on a Bradley. This looks small. This looks thinner than the Bradley standard 25mm. It looks thinner to me. Yeah, so the 25mm. Yeah, okay, so I'm not crazy. That's okay. I wanted to make sure I wasn't crazy.
And he just shoved it in there.
If I had a fucking dollar.
He does not look good, man. I'm straight up not having a good time. They put all this extra shit on me with wood screws on the plus side drilling into me. They weren't wearing respirators, so they're probably going to get super cancer or something.
Yeah, probably.
The best engineers and scientists have been studying, taking apart, and modifying the Bradley to make it even better. Because American equipment is shit.
Oh, no. Oh, God, what do you want to bet the first time they try to fire that main gun, the whole thing's just going to fucking explode? I want to see that test footage. The first time they try and fire rounds through this main gun, that whole thing is going to fucking either explode or implode, and everyone inside is going to get fucking crushed into chunky salsa.
No, man, he's lying. Oh, I'm pretty sure my track pads are old shoes. Better grip than the flat ones America uses. My engine's held together with JB Weld and duct tape, and not good American JB Weld, the Russian shit.
Oh,
it doesn't
God,
hold
even
anything.
worse.
Weight reduction on the engine make you faster. They're trying to fuel me with vodka and cooking oil, which, by the way, there isn't even much of that around. Higher octane. Make engine go faster.
I'm sorry, cooking what? Vodka and cooking oil. Higher octane. Slavic special ed, you need to learn how to chemistry. You really need to learn how to basic chemistry, my guy. Before you try, yeah, I know, it's supposed to be biodiesel. I know. The mixture is all fucked up.
And their idea of maintenance is, did it fall off or is it on fire? They don't prevent anything. American parts are not possible to ship here.
Oh, shit.
Man, I was cool.
Tundra Tard has no idea how to engineer.
Tundra Tard doesn't even know how to Tundra Tard, for God's sake. That's why he's Slavic special ed.
When you were taking people. But bastardizing my old equipment, that stings. Oh, man, that hurts. Not bastardizing.
Yes,
Making better.
bastardizing.
Improving.
No.
Kill me.
Kill Bradley! Oh, poor Bradley! Oh, God, I feel so bad for Bradley! I feel so bad for him! Fucking Slavic special ed fucking up our boys! Damn it!